Hi everyone, I'm Kevin with Buffer, and I'd love to show you a bit of my favorite tips on how to share a piece of content multiple times to social media. So first off, I'd love to start by sharing my screen here. And I'm on the Buffer blog, and what I typically do with new Buffer blog posts is I schedule them multiple times. So a couple times the first day on Twitter, on Facebook, on Google+, on LinkedIn, Pinterest, a couple more times during the week, a couple more times the week after, the same piece of content multiple times, and this is the way that I like to do it. First off, we can start with the headline. So there's a headline that comes with the post automatically. That's the first one I usually start with. And then I keep a list of variations. Sometimes I write up to 15, some people write up to 25 per blog post. And those are great to test out on social media as different types of updates. So I can just slot in a different headline and have some variation there. So headlines is one thing I like to test. Another thing I like to do is to scroll down the post and to look for different headings. So this is a great one here that we could use. Why is it important to hire a good social media manager? And then kind of riff a bit on that section of the blog post in particular. As we keep scrolling down, there's even more down here. Have go-to sources to curate great content would make a great one. Add a little bit of commentary to that, and you have a new update on the same piece of content. So headings is another way I like to go. The third way I like to try is by looking for images within the post. And there's a few different ways that this can work itself out. So kind of up top here, we have a main image. As we scroll down, we like to create kind of this sort of like a cover photo or main image for the blog post kind of in the blog post itself. And this one is optimized for Twitter. It's kind of the horizontal, the landscape size. So we could grab that one. Just looking through, we have some graphics throughout here. Screen grabs, all sorts of different things that would make great pieces of visual content to share on social media. If you don't happen to have anything that is an image in your post, one little trick that we like to try is taking screen captures of different sections of the post. So things like bullet point lists work really great. Things like block quotes even work really great. And those can make some really simple images to add to your social media updates. Then the fourth thing, so we have headlines, headings, images. The fourth one we love to do is snippets or quotables within a blog post. So those can be bolded sections. They can be pull quotes that you've grabbed from somewhere else and are highlighting within the post. They can be just cool little snippets that you think might sound great or that would fit well on social media. You can grab them pretty easily and share them. One trick that we like to do with our Buffer browser extension, if you select text and go to Buffer selected text, that text gets added automatically right into your update. And then with just a little bit of formatting change, you have a nice update right there that would work on social media based on the text from your post. So those 4 tips are what we love to kind of focus on for making your content, I guess extending the life of your content, so to speak, and sharing the same piece of content multiple times. And then the actual specifics on how we share that, there's a couple of cool tips. If you use the Buffer browser extension, you can open it on any page. And we're kind of working on this new beta portion of the extension, which is called the Power Scheduler. You'll see it on the tab right here. If you were to click on that, you'll see this neat little grid that shows up. You can add different accounts here, and you can add different sections or times within the grid. So first off is the next available slot. So I post 3 times a day to Twitter, so this would be probably my first slot tomorrow since it's kind of in the afternoon for me. And there's also slots for in 2 days, in 7 days, in 10 days. You can edit these to whatever you want and click on the plus sign to add a new post in there. And once you fill them all up, add all updates to queue button down here and you're set to go. Another cool option we like is a tool called CoSchedule. And it works great with WordPress. So it's a free download and free trial. You can test it out when you publish a new WordPress post. CoSchedule lets you schedule out those social media updates ahead of time so that it all happens kind of from the editorial side of your content. So coschedule.com is the website there. Integrates really well with Buffer too, so it's a pretty seamless experience. But yeah, those are some tips that have worked well for us in the past. I'd love to know if they might work for you too. And if you're looking for more tips, we have a lot of great stuff that we talk about on the Buffer blog every day, and that's blog.bufferapp.com. We'd love to see you there. Thanks so much.